What's up, guys? This is Matt with Hogebuilt. Today I'm going to show you how to do a Millennium arm quarter fender install. So let's start with step one. Peel your quarter fender. One little trick I like to show or tell people, peel up at the top, and also you want to make sure that the quarter fender is warm. So if you can leave it in the sun, heat up with a hairdryer, whatever you can, the warmer the better. Guys, now that I have the fender peeled, we want to just stop right below the second set of holes because that's all we need to. Again, leaving the PVC on will help protect it. Or put it on just in case you slip, your bracket might fall, or one of the hardware pieces might fall. We don't want to scratch your fender, so just leave that on the bottom. Okay? Step two is peel the bracket. So it's already kind of started for you here at the top. We're just going to get everything nice and peeled and ready to go. That way we can attach it to the quarter. So it doesn't matter which way you start on the first one, you're gonna have to flip it on the second quarter fender. So just be careful which way you put it on first, so that way you have a left and a right, okay? You always can lean this up against something. I always recommend leaning it against a piece of cardboard, but for the install video, I wanna have it up so you guys can see. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take your bracket, you're gonna hold it up here on the quarter fender, you're gonna get your hardware, you're gonna feed the bolt through one of the holes, line it up and just barely get it started. Now, you want to get another one. Again, bolt, lock washer, and retaining strip. And go to the opposite side. I'm going to do, I'm try to see it. So I'm going to go over here. First one I started was over there. Just get it started. Now, bracket's not going to move, as you can see on the back. They're just loosely held on. So now, I just want to get the rest of them attached. Don't over tighten, just get them on there to hold everything in place. You might get on there, flip it back over so you can see the front. Okay, on there nice and tight. Now you're going to take your socket, and you just kind of snug things up. You don't have to get everything super tight, just get it on here where it's nice and snug, and then we can tighten everything up later before we do final assembly. Again, just use a ratchet. Do not use power tools. If you were to use a power tool, you could strip your bolts out, and then it could ruin the bracket or dent the fender. So again, hand tight with a wrench is what I recommend. Or a socket, just be nice and careful and hand tight first. Okay, now that we got the bracket on there, and again, it's just barely tightened with the socket. I'm just going to show you the back of the bracket real quick. So you can see, again, bolt, lock washer, retaining strip. Okay? Now, I'm going to go to the next step, and that's put on your top flap. And the fender that we have here is an M127, so it comes with the studs welded on at the top. So you're just going to take the top flap and just line up the holes at the top, just like that. I'll flip it around so you guys can see. So now that your Hogebuilt top flap is lined up, you're going to want to take your retaining strip, attach it here to sandwich the top flap and your nuts. So again, lock washer, nut. And you can just hand tighten these just to get them started. I'm just going to repeat that all the way down. Now you can do one or two things. You can finish tightening the bolts on the back of the bracket arm, or you can finish peeling. I would recommend tightening your bolts first, get everything nice and tight, then peel the rest of the fender right before you put it on, or you can attach it to the truck and then finish peeling when you're actually attached it to the truck. So tighten in the last of these 6 bolts on the back, and so they're nice and tight. Again, you don't have to go crazy tight because you can break the nuts off. Just want to get everything nice and snug. Okay, everything's assembled. Last step, putting your clamp. You want to take your clamp, put it on here and face away from you. This is a 3/4 inch bolt and nut, so you're going to want to have that when you attach it to the truck. But again, it doesn't matter the orientation. I always point it back away to attach it to the truck. Again, slide over the post, clamp it down, and you can use power tools on the clamp. It'd be a little hard to do it hand tightening, so you can use a power tool on the clamp only, but don't do it on the bracket or the top flap. Okay, then finish pinning your fender. There you go, guys. That's how you assemble the Millennium arm quarter fender. Again, you take a cloth, wipe everything down. You're ready to go. Just remember, when you assemble one side, make sure to flip your bracket to the other side so you have a left and a right. You don't want to do all this and then have to flip the bracket once you're out by the truck. And again, tighten everything down. Thank you guys for buying Hogebuilt.